This is like when a young nigga hits 27 and realizes that he put all the work in on the streets, but everybody he wants to care went to college and now got a job and moved out of state, and you're watching them experience their life on Instagram, or all the chicks that you thought was gonna like you for being the street dude went and got married and got kids now and are just living different lives. Like, and you're realizing you put all this pain in, and when you finally get a chance to breathe and look back at it, you go, what did I do all of this for? Young black man, just be who you are. Young black man, you were meant to be a star. Young black man, keep yourself away from violence. Back at you with another video. You already know how we coming. We're gonna do a quick update to the Drake legal battle. New information. Let's get right into it. Oh, wait. Like, share, and subscribe. Keep your comments in the comment section, please, and thank you. The channel's growing. We're growing fast. I remember like a month ago saying we're on the road to 3,000 subs. Now we're on the road to 4,000 subs. So I want to thank you guys so much for continuing to click on my videos and comment in the comment section and hit the like button. And even the people who sometimes hit the dislike button, which really isn't a lot, actually. I think the last video, the last decent sized video we did, 400 likes. I think it was 9 dislikes. So, you know, I think we're doing good. And we'll get into that. Let's go.
To someone close to Drake's camp, and here's what they told me. The reason why Drake decided to move forward with this lawsuit was because he felt like the record label, which is supposed to be his record label too, and he makes them a lot of money. Y'all know Drake is a huge artist. He felt like they were using this song and funding money that he helps them make to bury him as an artist. And y'all are probably like, what the hell? Like, why would a record label want to bury somebody that's making the money? So what's been happening behind the scenes is that Drake has actually been in negotiations, from what I'm hearing, with the label. He was making, like, he had like a deal for like 4 million or something like that, but he was asking for 6 now with his deal being over and them renegotiating. So basically, he felt like the label did everything that they could to make Kendrick Lamar's song the biggest song. This is all alleged. The biggest song.
Okay. And I said this in the live stream. The other day, but I think maybe I connect dots that maybe other people don't connect, right? This is my thing. If you're in contract negotiations, and this does not just apply to artists, I know traveling nurses that take contracts and sometimes contract with individual like nursing homes or hospitals, right? If you're in a contract negotiation with a hospital and you're negotiating a higher salary for the next year or the next term, whatever that may be, you're not then going to get up while still negotiating a contract with a company and go smack the other nurse that you don't like, or go bad talk the other nurse that you don't like in the building, because that's not conducive to a positive outcome in your contract negotiation, right? Now, let's say this contract negotiation thing is valid. Let's say that's what's happening in the background. Why would Drake then go initiate a beef, and not just initiate it, but poke at it like he wanted this beef? Why would he do that in the hopes, while in a contract negotiation? My brain is saying he planned all of this. This is my thing. We know Kendrick Lamar and Drake are signed to subsidiaries of Universal Music Group, right? Drake's in a contract negotiation. Drake's trying to, he's trying to get a max win, as he says, right? And how better to do that than to eliminate any other competition that the label might be able to build up? The closest thing to Drake would be Kendrick Lamar. Drake thinks in his brain, okay, maybe somewhere in these conversations, Kendrick Lamar's name comes up and Drake goes, oh, maybe that's who you guys are. Okay, let's go get rid of Kendrick Lamar. Easy enough. I'm Drake. I'll just go get rid of Kendrick Lamar. Drake then initiates a beef with Kendrick Lamar. He pokes the bear in the hopes that he gets rid of Kendrick Lamar and gets to go back to the negotiating table by saying, you have no one else. I'm the only guy. If you want to make some money, you got to make some money through me. And then comes with more stringent terms. It just doesn't go the way Drake thinks. I don't know. Let's finish this out.
Song to basically disvalue him, so that now he's at a point where no label is going to want to give him more.
he disvalued himself. He disvalued himself by going up against the God MC. He did it to himself, man.
More money than the deal that he just got because he's having a hard time right now. He's not beating the allegations because Kendrick's song and everything that Kendrick did is doing so well. He looks crazy. He doesn't have any new music out. The music that he did try and put out and all that. Remember, he put out that big file of all that, like the videos and all that stuff. It went nowhere. Nothing right now is sticking from him but drama like this. So from what I was told, aside from a person, close to his camp, was that the reason why he put this lawsuit out is because he felt like it was his only way to kind of, it's more about the label and not about Kendrick. Y'all know it's still going to look crazy, so it doesn't matter. But he basically wants the label to understand that he's going to fight. Like, he's asking for his money. He wants more money than what he was in a deal for prior to. And again, I was told that it was $4 million. Now he's asking for $6 million. But that's not what they're trying to do. So they're basically, in his...
This is, okay, let's throw Kendrick Lamar out the window. Let's say the Kendrick has nothing to do with this lawsuit. What I think is happening is that Drake spent his entire career outstatting everyone and thinking that was all that matters. To the Drake fans, here's something you can take heed of, right? Drake has spent his entire career outstatting everyone. I sell more, I stream more, my tours is more, I generate more money, blah, blah, blah. While his contemporaries were making other strategic moves for their longevity outside of artistry. What do I mean by that? What I mean is Drake was outstatting. He was putting the numbers up, whether that be through bots, whether that be through payola, however the numbers is getting put up, there was numbers on the board, right? And people like Kanye West were fighting for long money. We're fighting for creative identity here, creative control here, brand identity here. People like Jay-Z were, and I don't even want to call these people Drake's peers, but he does. So I'm using them as his contemporaries outside of J. Cole, because J. Cole's an artist who tends to not shake shit up too much, but also doesn't do much on his own. You're looking at a Kendrick Lamar. He does his deal without problems, becomes an independent artist. Now we know he's getting a larger part of the pot and ownership in that. So he's now owning the music he generates, right? Drake saying, user whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm putting up more numbers. Drake's 37. This is to equate it to some street shit. This is like when a young nigga is 27 and realizes that he put all the work in on the streets, but everybody he wants to care went to college and now got a job and moved out of state, and you're watching them experience their life on Instagram, or all the chicks that you thought was gonna like you for being the street dude went and got married and got kids now and are just living different lives. Like, and you're realizing you put all this pain in, and when you finally get a chance to breathe and look back at it, you go, what did I do all of this for? And that's what I think Drake is going through. I think Drake, the big mansion, the plane. I got a plane. Remember he said to Joe Budden, you got a modest house in the 617. I got a 757. All of that is cool for your ego. But when you finally take a step back and you get to breathe and you're not on tour and you're just thinking about what happens after this, you realize that even someone like Joe Budden has more than you. Because even though Joe wasn't the most beloved rapper or even the most beloved podcaster, in 5 years from now, how many episodes he's at? Almost 1,000? Those 1,000 episodes could be worth 200 million one day. They gave Joe Rogan 100 million. Joe Budden, that revenue is long in the long run. Drake can't do that. You don't own your visual artist rights. You signed that 360 for that $400 million deal. A lot of people don't talk about that. You did not just get $400 million off just being a great artist. You signed a 360. And if any of the OVO hoes is wondering why Drake never talks about his merch, it's because he don't make nothing from it. Why Drake never promotes any of the OVO clothing is because he don't make nothing from it. He got his money from that. Why Drake don't do more interviews? Because it ain't worth nothing. Why Drake don't got a documentary? Because he don't own the rights to his music, his music or his visual rights. He don't own his name. So we can sit here and talk about stats all we want, but Drake is finally getting to a point where he takes a step back and he looks at the playing field and realizes the young Kendrick that he brought with him on tour is now grown Kendrick, who went and became independent, who's now leveraging his brand, his name, and all of his likeness to benefit not just him, but his future children, his future children's children. Kanye West leverage his brand, his name, and his identity to make long money. Jay-Z, all of these people that he looked at as peers or looked at as competition, he's now realizing he's not competing with. I want the OVO fans to really, really, really think about that. Take Kendrick Lamar out the lawsuit. Let's not say this has anything to do with Not Like Us, even though we know it does, but let's just say it doesn't. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me if we take Kendrick out, it doesn't feel... What is Drake suing for? What does he want? All he has to do is fulfill his contractual obligation and get another $450, $500 million. He doesn't want that. He wants more. And I'm not even mad at him for wanting more. The problem is when you had the leverage to get more, you took the money. You played yourself. And with that being said, I'm out.